Nangako si Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Chair Senator Marcoleta na nakahanda ang naturang komite na makipagtulungan sa Department of Public Works and Highways, DPWH, sa gagawin nitong investigasyon sa mga ghost public infrastructure project. Sa pagdinig ng komite sa naturang issue, inamin ni DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan na may mga ghost public infra project sa bansa, lalo na ang mga flood control. Ngunit pagtitiyak ng kalihim, nagsasagawa na ang ahensya ng mga serye ng investigasyon laban sa mga sangkot upang makapaghain ang mga ito ng kaukulang kaso. Ayon kay Senator Marcoleta, nakahanda ang komite na tulungan ang DPWH sa investigasyon nito sa mga ghost project at iba pang maanumalyang public infra projects, saan mang bahagi ng bansa. Nakahanda rin aniya ang komite na mag-deputize ng isa nitong staff upang makatulong sa isasagawa nitong investigasyon. Sa katunayan aniya, nakahanda rin siyang sumama sa mga field validation na gagawin ng DPWH sa lahat upang tukuyin ang kalidad ng mga itinatayong istruktura, kasabay ng malawakang investigasyon. Hiniling din ng senador kay Secretary Bonoan na magpahiram muna ito ng isang backhoe upang tunguin ang ilang project site at tingnan ang kalidad ng mga ito. Pagbibiro pa ng makapangyarihang Blue Ribbon Committee Chair, wala siyang kakayahang bayaran ng isang backhoe kaya't nakikiusap siya sa kalihim na maglaan muna mula sa kanilang mga heavy equipment.
We had a hearing po sa classroom building. I'm sure na-monitor po ninyo. Hiningi po namin sa DPWH ang detailed unit price analysis, detailed breakdown of costs, bill of materials, standards and specifications, and the MOA between DPWH and DepEd regarding classroom construction, terms of reference, and other related DepEd and DPWH orders. Si Yusek Ayapana po yung nag-attend. May we get your commitment to submit all of these documents before our TWG, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, Your Honor. I think I have signed actually the transmittal of that document yesterday, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Ito po yung mga tanong ko. So, magkano po sa ating NEP ang flood control po for 2026?
I think it's about 243 billion.
Okay. Itong 243 billion for 2026, Mr. Secretary, ito ba ay nakalapat dun sa mga areas na pinaka-flood prone? Or may makikita pa rin tayo mga proyekto na wala sa mga top areas?
That amount is distributed all over the country in each legislative district. I'm afraid, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Secretary, ibig sabihin, whether yung lugar ay flood-prone o hindi, meron silang pang-flood control project.
That's probably the...
Is that a wise assessment, Mr. President, considering that there are some provinces na di hamak mas flood-prone kaysa sa iba?
Well, what I can only say, Your Honor, is actually these are actually the local priority projects that that have been proposed per legislative district.
Okay. So you're saying, Mr. President, ito yung request ng mga kongresista, no? At mga maybe mayors and governors as well, or just congressmen?
Mostly, well, I don't know how the considerations from the local governments, but as far as I know, these are actually the projects that are incorporated in the allocation for each legislative district.
Okay. Hindi kaya, Mr. Secretary, since nandito na rin po tayo, yung presidente na po mismo nagtawag ng investigasyon at nag-audit po tayo, hindi ho ba, we have time, we actually have a few months left, hindi ho ba mas magandang i-reallocate natin itong 243 billion base sa pinaka-flood-prone areas? Parang doon na rin naman tayo papunta, no? Mr. Chairman, di ba? Doon na rin tayo papunta. Hindi ho ba, may oras pa naman na baguhin ito at i-allocate natin siya sa mga lugar na pinaka-flood-prone. Do you welcome that, Mr. Secretary?
Well, yes, Your Honor, if that would be the consensus of...
Okay. Ang hihingin siguro natin, Mr. Secretary, meron na tayong top areas na flood-prone. Tama po, no? By province.
Yes po.
Baka po gusto nyo, i-breakdown nyo po yan by municipality or by city para pwede ho nating ma-allocate yung flood control base po talaga sa pangangailangan. Would you welcome that, Mr. Secretary?
Yeah, of course, Your Honor.
Okay. Kasi parang para po sa akin, hindi tama na merong flood control budget ang mga lugar na walang flooding. Hindi ho ba, no? So I think that's something we can work on. The DBM secretary is here. Maybe as one of the output, marami pong output itong investigation natin, but maybe one of the output could be a flood control budget na talagang ina-address yung flood control. Kasi sabi nga po, may mga lugar, maliit ang nakukuha, sila naman po yung pinaka-flooded. At may mga lugar, nakakakuha ng funding, wala naman silang flooding. Di ho ba, no? Okay, first. So we would welcome that. Maybe po, as part of this investigation, you can come up with sa tingin ninyo, ano ba dapat ang tamang flood control budget sa ating budget? No? Kasi ang sinasabi po nyo, request kasi ito wala kami magawa. No? But the NEP, if I'm not mistaken, comes from the executive, right? And the executive, the chief executive himself is calling for an investigation and an audit. Post-audit, baka pwede po kayo mag-submit. Ito dapat ang flood control sa Pilipinas. We would welcome that, Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor.
All right. Pangalawa, so meron na po tayong, sabihin na po nating mas responsive na flood control budget. Para po kasi sa akin, mahirap tanggapin. Unang-una, maraming salamat at inamin po ninyo na may ghost project. No? That in itself is already a huge admission. Pero itong ghost project po, palagay ko napakaraming tao ang kailangan magbulag-bulagan para magkaroon ng ghost project na ganito po kalaki. No? Kasi billion-billion po ito. It is a billion peso project at hindi naman po ito nabubuo in 1 month. Gaano po katagal usually yung mga flood control project? Ilang buwan po yan o ilang taon po yan bago po mabuo?
Well, Your Honor, any project for that matter that is included into the National Expenditure Program, we have 2 years actually to
2
implement.
years.
Yes.
So kung may ghost project po kasi, ibig sabihin nun, 2 taon na nagbulag-bulagan po yung mga kasama ho natin. Ano? Kasi it's quite surprising for me. No? Nakikita ho namin sa news na may mga underspec o kulang yung, ano ba tawag doon? Sheet pile ba yun? Kulang ng haba. You know, naintindihan ko yun na pwedeng itago. Pero pag ghost ho kasi, at wala talagang ginawa, ilang tao yung kasama ho dyan para magkaroon ng ghost project na 2 taon nang nakalipas, doon lang ho natin malalaman. How many people? Is that the whole district? Is that sa head office, sa COA? Sa tingin po ninyo, sino-sino po yung mga dapat po nag-check po niyan? Pwede niyo pong banggitin? Who are the personnel who have to be involved? Kasi billion-billion po ito, tapos walang nagawa. No? Parang for me, no, ibig sabihin no, napakaraming tao yung kailangan talaga magbulag-bulagan para dito. Mr. Secretary.
Well, it all starts actually doon po sa project implementing unit. At whoever is implementing the project, Your Honor, from the supervisor, the project engineer, accountant, and everybody, including the final payment.
Lahat po yan. Kailangan, kung ghost to meaning wala talagang nagawa.
Tama naman. Kasi actually, at the final analysis, actually, may pipirma ho kung sino yung pipirma, accountable for pipirma kung sino na nabayaran yung project, na ghost project.
So, tingin niyo po,
Marami.
Mr. Secretary, 5 tao yan? 10 tao yan? Isang buong unit ba yan? How many people need to be involved para matuloy ang isang ghost project po na ganito kalaking pera at ganito kahabang panahon ng paggawa?
Well, I'm sure that many people actually will be involved in the process, Your Honor, and this is what we want to intend actually to find out in our investigations right now.
Okay. So Secretary, Mr. Secretary, I'm sure the committee will welcome your report. Sabi niyo po, in 1 week's time,
Yes,
meron na po tayong report kung ghost ba ito or may shortcut po ba yung mga proyektong ito. But nakakabahala po na kung may ghost project nga, at sabi nga niyo po, tingin niyo po, meron, ay napakarami po taong involved po talaga dyan, no? Mula po sa ahensya at sa labas ng ahensya. No? Okay. Maybe a final question.
Mr. Chair, Senator,
yes.
just on your
Yes,
point,
go ahead,
may
go ahead.
But may I also ask permission for Secretary Mina? I think they started the deliberation in the House yesterday and she has tons of meetings today. If there are no questions for her, Mr. Chairman, I hope you will allow her to leave already.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Provided you will come back. Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, thank you. With your permission, Senator Bam, Mr. Chairman, just one point on that. Sec, when we discussed yung tulay na bumaksak, wala masyadong nag-pick up siguro dahil kasagsagan ng eleksyon, maraming issues, but the Blue Ribbon Committee did have several hearings. I asked you two things, no? Bakit mukhang exempted ang DPWH sa preventive suspension? Alam niyo po, si Senator Miriam Defensor, nilabanan niya yun dito because she was preventively suspended. Then she became senator. But ang argument niya is that I cannot cover kasi wala na ako dun sa opisina na yon. But I heard kanina na walang na preventive suspension. So in connection sa tanong ni Senator Bam, kung meron nagtatakip sa ghost, wala pa tayo dun sa iba, sa ghost, pero hindi siya preventively suspended, then he or she will have time. Second point lang, and I'll stop there because nakapila naman yung iba. Ito, Sec, sinubmit nyo sa amin DPWH protocols for ensuring the quality of safety infrastructure projects. According sa makapal na memo na to, from the central office all the way down to the DE, meron na silang quality control. So, my point, Sec, no, I don't know kung mahaba o maikli yung answer dito. Pero if you find the ghost, yung point nga ni Senator Bram, grabe yung dami ng taong nakisama doon. But having said that, Sec, nakalagay dito sa memo nyo that the quality control should be submitted all the way up to the USEC. So lahat ng completed, meron ng report ang USEC. So maybe you should submit yung report ng USEC galing sa quality control. Kasi kung nakalagay doon completed tapos ghost, di lahat nung nag-report hanggang doon sa USEC. I'm not saying involved yung USEC. Kasi nire-report lang sa kanila. Pero lahat ng bumaba, involved sila. Kasi bakit sila magre-report na completed kung wala? So I just submit that point, Mr. Chair, no? And maybe the Secretary can give us an insight. Paano ba nagwo-work to?
Tama pa yan. I think, yes, we have instituted actually that protocol, Your Honor, that from the top, there are quality assurance units that the department would field in looking at some of the projects. Not all the projects, Your Honor, because there are thousands of projects that we implement in a year. So there is yung quality assurance units namin would go into a region and
So, assuming, Sec, na hindi lahat may quality assurance, pero reporting-wise, lahat ng completed, umaakit yan, di ba?
yes po, yes.
So, until what point ang kailangan may physical na na-verify? So, if the DE reports that it's finished, it's a district engineer project, or the regional office says kompleto to, pag nag-report siya sa ASEC, titignan ba nung ASEC yun, or he'll take the regional directors? I think yun yung gusto namin maklarify para alam namin kung sino ipatatawag namin.
Yes. Meron po yung quality assurance unit in all levels, Your Honor. Meron sa district office, meron din sa regional office, and meron din sa national level, Your Honor. So the national level will not be able to cover everything. So we just, the quality assurance units, if the project is being implemented by the district, then the quality assurance unit of the district will be the one to make the report. If it is going to be implemented by the region...
Presidente na nagsabi at kayo na nagsabing mukhang may ghost.
Opo.
But it's been 3 weeks since the SONA.
Yes, po.
All you have to do naman is tell them na saan yung report na tapos kunan nyo ng picture.
Yes, po.
Hindi ba nung years ago, because nangyari na to, may requirement na kayo na 0%, 50%, 100% kinukunan yon?
Yes po.
O tinanggal nyo ba yung requirement na yon?
I don't know kung... I think...
Paki-check nyo yun. Kasi
Yes, po.
nung nagka-cellphone, Mr. Chairman, maraming nagsuggest na nun na instead na habol pa tayo ng habol, bago ma-start yung project, kasi may mga project sec, di ba, na gawa na or 10 years nandun, sasabihin new, tapos gawa na pala yung pundasyon, di ba? So, kinukunan yung 0%.
Yes.
And then, pag 50% na, at what point pwede ka maningil ng progress billing? 25%? 50%? Di ba may mobilization? Ano yung susunod na pwede kang humingil?
After 15, yeah.
After
20%.
Oh, hindi naman pwedeng walang documentation yung 20% na yun, di ba?
Yeah, meron po.
Oh, so kasi pagka ghost ni 20% wala.
Yeah.
So dapat may picture man lang yun. So I'm just pointing out, Mr. Chairman, I'll stop there, na may paper trail at meron technology to deal with that. So kung tinanggal yun, alam na natin na may binabalak.
Thank you, Senator Cayetano. Mr. Secretary, meron po bang na-insert na flood control na hindi ginawa?
Yun hindi po namin napupuntahan, Your Honor. I think.
Oo. I'm very interested to know kasi kunyari po may nag-insertion tulay. Pumunta ang DPWH, wala namang ilog. Hindi nyo naman gagawin eh. Di ba? Gagawa ba kayo ng tulay na walang ilog?
Hindi
Siyempre
naman
hindi.
siguro.
Di ba? So I'm wondering, meron bang insertion ng flood control tapos na-check ninyo, wala namang flooding dito eh. Ba't tayo gagawa ng flood control? Wala namang problema. Baka lang po meron, Mr. Secretary. You can check also your figures. No?
Your Honor, we will check also.
Okay, last question. I think we have an opportunity, Mr. Secretary, to really work on the 2026 budget. Na itong flood control, sipin nyo, nabanggit pa siya sa SONA, di ba? Naging highlight siya ng SONA ng presidente. We have an opportunity to do a better job. Of course, magkaka-investigation, nais natin malaman sino yung mga involved. But we have an opportunity na gawin ng tama for 2026. Pagdating po sa flooding, yung mga lugar na may flooding talaga, sinong ahensya ba talaga yung may kaalaman po dyan? Is it DENR? Is it DPWH? DILG po ba yan? I would guess meron po kayong expertise kung saan talaga yung totoong flooding sa Pilipinas. Tama po ba?
We have some data on it, Your Honor, but I think DNR would have the complete, comprehensive program.
Opo, I don't think DENR is with us today, but si Namria nandito. Alam niyo yan, di ba? Sa Namria, no? Baka po maganda, Mr. Secretary, habang hindi pa naman tapos yung oras, hanggang December pa naman yung budget, makapag-usap kayo ni DBM, makapag-usap kayo ng DENR, at magsabit tayo, yung talagang totoong flood control. Yung mapagmamalaki natin, hindi natin ikahihiya. Diba sabi ni Presidente, mahiya naman kayo. Hindi natin kahihiya itong budget na ito, nakafocus sa mga lugar na madalas may flooding, gaya po ng Central Luzon, Pampanga, Bulacan, at marami pang lugar. And then, baguhin natin bago matapos ang proseso. At marami pa naman po yung oras, no? Let's work on a budget that will really address our flood control. Kung may mga lugar kailangan ng mas malaking pondo, why not? Di po ba? Tapos kung may mga lugar na wala naman pong flooding, huwag na natin bigyan ng flood control. Baka iba po yung kailangan nilang infrastructure, di ba? Let's work on that, Mr. Secretary. And I know that you'll be presenting the budget here first week of September. Hindi ko po alam kung mahahabol siya noon, pero, or DBM will be presenting it first week of September. Baka naman po mahabol natin yung talagang flood control budget na talagang swak talaga sa pangangailangan ng tao. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Bam. Before I call on the Majority Leader, Mr. Secretary, you promised earlier that your office will be conducting investigation to establish the initial observations of the President as well as the initial concerns expressed by this committee. I will suggest that you should involve this committee in your investigation. We will be happy to deputize a staff from the Blue Ribbon in undertaking the investigation. Ganito lang kasimple. Halimbawa, yun pong binisita ng ating Pangulo sa Kalumpit. Nakita niya yung embankment kagad. Yung tingin pa lamang niya talagang lusaw na yung embankment kasi wala namang slope kasi nagkalasog-lasog na pati yung apron. Walang apron kasi nagkahiwa-hiwala yung mga seat pile. Ang contractor dito is St. Timothy. Yung dating director ninyo, district engineer, Henry Alcantara, was suddenly transferred as assistant regional director sa Region 4A. Kailangan siguro magkaroon tayo ng explanation bakit mabilisan siyang inalis.